Join me as I dive deep into big changes happening on my Motorsports channel and challenge myself to be fully open and honest about it all. That's my hook. Hopefully you're still here. Mid-August here in my wife's office. I've commandeered it for the moment. She'll be back next week and I've got to give it back to her. But in the meantime, I want to start making more long-form videos. I'm editing videos right now, actually, and I wanted to take this time to explain what I'm doing here on my YouTube channel. Getting personal about my Motorsports channel, big change. Join me as I open up about major changes happening to my Motorsports channel. Is this a Motorsports channel? Well, YouTube seems to think that it is. I wanted this to be an everything channel. Look over here, I got a 3D printer. How I'm gonna migrate that into an everything or a 3D printing channel is to attempt to print 3D parts for motorsports, cars, motorcycles. All right. Join me as I open up about major changes happening to my Motorsports channel. From new content, ideas, behind the scenes secrets. I'm going to tell you some behind the scenes secrets. No, I'm not. I'm not going to tell you any behind the scenes secrets. I want this to be personable. That's how I'm going to attempt to set this channel apart from, in the background you hear my dog trying to eat his food. He'll come in here in a second. Maybe that's a cool way for me to be personable. Show my puppies. So, I'm going to do a lot more long-form videos. I'm going to try to be more diligent. Right now, my motorcycles are broken, my cars are being transported, and I'm kind of dead in the water. My channel's really bogged down. So what do? I get in front of the camera and start talking to you guys, seeing what you guys want, interacting with you. I know I have a lot of viewers. Let's look. Oh no, did I already close it down? I might have. Anyways, it showed the graph of the of my latest video where I have, I mean, up to this point, almost 100 views, and it shows there's 10% viewers at the end. Hey, you know what? Those 10% viewers, you guys are listening right now. If that's all I got, cool. All right, so whether you're a diehard motorsports fan or just curious about the world of racing, oh my God, I don't know. That's the thing. That's my interest right now, and I'm supplementing YouTube as, like, for instance, growing up, high school, military, whatever my life was, I had a lot of friends, and now I'm on the East Coast, and I mean, I have friends on the East Coast, but none in Florida as of yet. They're all North, South Carolina, but the majority of my friends are West Coast, and the majority of my motorsports friends are Europe. So now I'm using YouTube as, you're my friend. You guys are, you're my friends. I was talking to my neighbor the other day. I could tell she was really lonely. And I'm okay being by myself, walking my dogs, which I need to do. I don't care. But I could tell she was lonely, and I was like, you know, it's nice to be able to BS with you. And she's like, yeah. And I could tell there's a lot of lonely people in this world. And if I can help out just a little bit by talking to the camera right here, cool. If I can learn something from the comments, or if I can even brainstorm and think of something on my own, then this YouTube venture is worthwhile. Roger. Here he comes. Can you see him? Get ready for a personal and honest conversation about the future of my channel and what it means for you. Yeah, what does it mean for you? I'm going to make a Patreon so you can donate to my channel and give me more money. No, what does it mean for you? I put together this table, that table, I tested that machine. I'd like to do things that you guys would like to see. You know, at night, I watch the news and about geopolitics, war, and, everything. What do you guys want to see? This is my Footage Factory is the main channel. And all the other channels, I must have 20 other channels, and 6 of them are kind of getting a little bit of traction. Like whether it's motorsports or, I mean, I have a channel that I've even attempted to make AI scary stories. I've got no viewers in that one. I have a channel where I smoke cigars, and yeah, I think that's my second largest channel, and it's so bizarre. I'm not even gonna get into that, but I used to watch Dark Skies, or was it Dark Docs? It doesn't matter. This was about maybe 5 years ago, and the guy, you know, he's real. 50 years ago, when they developed the secret spy plane, da 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 da. And I noticed the name of it was called Dark Skies, UFOs, da da. And then I clicked and I noticed the guy had like 5 channels, and they're all called Dark Skies, Dark Docs, Dark Airplanes. And I had a joke in there, but listen. And then, but okay, so it got me thinking, oh, why not? Why don't I have the same thing and make the channel all something similar to my name, something factory. A lot of the problem is a lot of the factory names are taken. So, and that's my, okay, here, you hear that? That's my buddy Bruce. Oh, here we go. He's talking about me being inventive, using this vidIQ, which is I'm using for this, a lot of the advice. Bruce has really helped this channel out a lot. And Bruce, if you're watching, which you should be. Anyways, Dark Docs, Dark Skies, and I'd like to do all the, you know, so I could do something factory. I got footage factory, car factory, this factory. And a lot of them are all taken. Every factory was taken. So what I decided to use was the data, track data. What other data did I use? I mean, it was something data. You know, like Dark Skies or Dark this. For me, it was always blah, blah, blah data. Mustang data, truck data, rental data, ballistic data, Skyline data. That's another big one too. Product review data. That's my third largest one. And that one actually makes a little bit of money. And I'm not doing it to make the money yet. I would actually like to, back to the 3D printing, I'd like to start making product and selling it on eBay, Amazon, whatever. But I think this product review data kind of gives me an insight into reviewing things, selling it. I know I'm getting kind of boring, I'm getting off topic, but you know, these are for the 10% of viewers that are still around. Probably in your living room, bedroom, kitchen, cooking. All right, let's keep on pushing with this. Whether you're a diehard motorsports or curious about the racing, this video is for you. Get ready for a personal and honest conversation about the future of my channel and what it means for you. And I talked about that. The viewer, buckle up and let's dive in. All right, we're diving in. We got our tags, TikTok, YouTube tips, behind the scenes, automotive tools, and then we've got an AI thumbnail, which I have to figure out how to hook you. Here's the hook, which I should have done at the beginning. Maybe I'll take this at the beginning. Join me as I dive deep into big changes happening on my motorsports channel and challenge myself to be fully open and honest about it all. That's my hook. Hopefully you're still here. Start with a surprising statistic about the growth of motorsports channels, or ask viewers if they've ever faced a significant change in a passion project. You know, I was going to do a video last year. I was trying to make it simultaneously while on the track at Cartagena, Spain, about actually growing your motorsports channel. And there's, probably less than a quarter of the guys that are on there are recording, and they're trying to grow some sort of motorsports channel. I had the largest one there in Spain, but I didn't have the largest one out of all my motorsports guys. So I would like to show some growth statistics about motorsports channels, but I can't. All I can do is my experience. So a lot of those guys are really niche. So I've actually made a niche channel, the Moto Track Data. Introduce the concept of your motorsports channel and hint at exciting changes coming up that you want to share. I'm going to hint about what. No, I'm just going to tell you. I would like this channel. I would like Footage Factory to be the main part of this galaxy, the black hole in the middle. And I like all the revolving stars to be all my other channel, but tie back to this. Whether I'm making underwater basket weaving videos, I want the footage factory to be, you know, where it all ties together, and then all the niche channels to have all the raw data. Discuss the challenges you faced with the channel, such as changes in audience engagement and content direction. Oh, you know, when I first started my channel, I used to get so much hate, but it had to do with firearms, and people are like, you don't know what you're doing. And I'm like, shut up, you're shitting on my channel. But I have lost a lot of that engagement because YouTube doesn't know where to place me. I get a bunch of people here and there, and I used to argue back with them. In fact, if you comment on here and I argue back with you, it's friendly banter. If I don't like you, I will just delete your comment. Reveal the most significant change that you believe will impact your channel and audience the most, and explain why it's important. The most significant change is that I'd like to grow this channel by being a friend on the other side of this camera. Yeah. You know, if you don't have anybody in your life, and you're just watching this on your TV or on your phone, I'm happy to be that person. And if we can build a relationship where I actually help you out, even in person, like I have some buddies right now that you know, we're in contact. I'm showing them this piece of equipment. They're showing me, oh my God, they're showing me this piece of equipment. I have a lot of those friends. And then if you can continue the conversation via the internet, recap the main points about the changes and their expected benefits for both you and the viewers. That I'm making more videos. I was never gonna quit YouTube, and I'm not going to. If I quit YouTube, I'm dead. At this stage, I mean, unless I have a change of heart, but I'd like to continue editing, figuring this out, 3D printing. Oh, I'd love to figure out, I love gadgets and messing with new technology, motorcycles, the news. I'd like to dabble in that a little bit. The problem is you get a little bit political, and I don't know if I want to share my politics. But I want to advance the technology so that we can learn from one another. Oh, this is how you build an engine, and this is how you make it run better. And then the next guy goes, oh, you know, Steve, if you just added this part and get that much more efficiency out of your engine, we're helping each other out. We're helping the world out. So as the viewer, I hope that you can get that too, as long as also being entertained by me as well too. My wife said that I have become a lot less funny since I've stopped drinking. So I think my funny bone is, if I had me a Coors Light right here, I'd be a funny person. But now I'm a little bit more serious, but that doesn't mean every once in a while I can't crack a joke or two. Encourage viewers to share their thoughts and comments about changes, and invite them to check out your latest video to the new direction. Okay, check this out. And my latest video, I mean, I'm trying to tie, my latest video is about the power station, and I'm trying to tie it into bikes, but also talk about 3D printing, talk about that unit itself. If that's not about motorsports, it's like 50-50. It's about using it for motorsports, but I'm interested in that. So leave a comment. If you're already this far, you're already the 10% watching this far, which I'm making this video for you. I'm not making it for the 100%, the 80% at the beginning. You guys fall off anyways. I don't care much about you guys. Maybe I do, but I care more about the quarter, the 15% of people that are watching later on in the video. So like, comment, for sure like. That is the currency. I mean, I'm not asking you to click an Amazon link, which I do on my other videos. I'm not, the only two things I'd like you to do is comment. If you made it to the end, say made it to the end, and like. That's the two pieces of currency that I win